I'm just gonna take it back here.
I'm just gonna shit myself.
There's no need to be right into it though, to be honest. Is there?
No,
Just take it back a bit.
Eileen, come on.
Eileen, to-loo-ra-yay, to-ra, to-ra, to-loo-ra. We should make a video with all of the bits before we start the podcast on.
Eileen, to-loo-ra-yay, to-ra. Come on, to come on, darling. Oh, I swear I'll behave in this moment. Just everything.
She's all in, Crev.
She's holding
COVID-19.
Beans, beer, beer, and beans, beans, beer, beer, and beans, beans, beer, beer, and beans, beans, beer, beer, and beans.
Right. Hello.
Oh fuck! I'm texting.
Okay. Don't care, John. You unprofessional blue-haired bitch.
So,
Nice and professional, I like it.
Pro Tools is a piece of bitch.
Pro Tools is a piece.
Yeah,
of
we managed to Pro Tools managed to stop recording halfway through.
switch to Logic because it's more stable.
It's
Yeah,
very logical.
yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
Tough crowd.
We
You didn't name them.
oh, named just me. I just named me.
Wow,
We
you're
see
so
how
I
it
see
is.
how it is.
Whoops. That's fine. We'll name
I
it
got
after.
the main one.
Oh, you
Um,
prick.
What a nonce.
Yeah, we started recording. We got about 3 minutes in, and then it stopped.
Did we listen to how far it got?
Halfway
No.
through, come on, Eileen.
Yeah.
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 Oh, well,
So
we better
No,
finish that
it
off.
finished after Harley Quinn. Come on, Eileen.
yeah, close enough.
What did I
It's the same
drop
person. Gonna take these off.
Are you putting back on?
What, your feet?
We both put them back on. Did no one notice?
Oh my god.
Yeah, I think I'm staying with it for a bit. 'cause
You're
these
rocking it.
Like these
Oh,
lights
that's
are bright.
actually like
Genuinely
a
Yeah, there is a little
that is. Oh boy, I
Yeah.
stared right at him.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't stare right at the lights.
We
They're
need
bright.
one of those like fucking dummy diffusers, like the light.
Dummy thick.
But you're a film person, what they
Soft boxes.
That's it.
That's the
Cloth
boss.
socks.
Dummy diffusers, the thick boys. What does that mean?
You got what I meant.
No, true. Success rate 100%.
Episode 4 then.
Episode 4, yeah.
Come a long way.
Welcome back to John.
Welcome back to John. He's made it back.
Maybe I didn't die.
He didn't die.
He didn't have the coronavirus.
I didn't think it was. I was just tired.
You just felt like ass.
Yeah.
We all feel like
not good at
ass.
it.
Yeah.
Rick Astley.
I will hurt you.
We've had a very tense week. Two days into the week, it's Tuesday, but it's been a tense
It's
2
big
days
Tuesday.
here at
Big
Staffordshire
Tuesday.
University. So
But
we've had quite a bit of rough news of the uni's now closing, as you know. I'm sure most universities are.
moving online.
Yeah, we're moving all of our lectures or
Yeah,
everything they
which
can
we
online.
think is kind of bollocks, if I'm honest, because
Yeah.
it's like, for a course, say you're doing a course where all you do is write essays, and
Yeah,
that's
if you're
how
doing law or
you...
something, you just need
Yeah,
to read your books.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's fine, you can work just as well from home, if not better. For us, we won't... I don't think we're going to get extensions.
No,
but
it's looking like we won't get
need to use these
extensions.
studios. We need to use a lot of software that's here. We need to use a lot of hardware that's here. We need to use a lot of equipment that's here, and
we're not going to get
can't.
it. No.
And that's not. It's not just us. It's it's film students, game
Oh, yeah.
students,
A lot of
esports
people
students,
Anyone that's on
Facilities.
in a creative industry, really.
art students.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone, literally.
Yeah,
Everyone.
so-
All the engineering students, everything like that.
yeah.
And
And
we're
it's a bit. It seems a bit unfair
yeah.
because it's like we're losing all this time that we'll never get back.
Mm.
And their approach to it is that the lectures are going online, so you can work just
So
as well.
you'll be fine. Yeah.
It's just not
Yeah.
like that at all.
A
So
But
lot of
that-
the delivery of lectures is over for us. A lot of
Yeah,
it is
pretty
like
much.
exactly, we're up to the
mainly
point
it's
where
getting on with your work, which
Yeah.
we need to be here to do.
Oh, and mixing lessons.
Oh, yeah,
don't
mixing
get
lessons.
me started.
So that takes effect. You would have already seen this. No, by the time you're watching this, it would have already taken effect. It's Monday the
Allegedly.
23rd. Yeah, allegedly. We haven't had like a full confirmation, but it's looking likely. So, but hopefully, maybe we might get another week of studio use. It's not
where you
looking
going,
likely.
Matt?
Maybe. If we do, then we're fine.
Ooh.
My legs touching the floor.
Is it? Hopefully, we get an extra week in the studios, but it's not looking that likely. I don't think evenings are going to happen at all
No, even
next week. I think maybe we might get a 9 till 5 from our entire school. So not just the, like the music area, but the entire school. There's only going to be one staff member at the university, and that is
School.
it. Yeah, that's
Approximately 8 to 10 staff members,
yeah, and that will be it, and security.
and excluding security.
Yeah, but everything else will be
Yeah,
gone. I think even the library will be closed, which is normally 24 hours.
Maybe.
The only day it
I don't
normally
know, it'll be
closes.
24 hours.
I think you'll be able to go in and collect stuff
You won't be able
and
to
take
get
it out,
much
but there will be no like working environment in there.
Yeah.
No staying and hanging out, which is again a lot of people. They just need compute. Some people don't have
Yeah,
computers.
yeah.
They just need to go in there and do
Well,
it.
that's it.
Exactly.
You don't need. There's no necessity to have a computer. It just helps. But
Yeah.
to have a
Absolutely.
laptop or a desktop PC or whatever it is, but there's no necessity to have that because the university should provide everything you need to
Yeah,
complete
yeah,
the course.
yeah.
You pay enough for it.
Yeah, you fucking pay 10 grand for it a year, so
What
I think
pay for. We've got. Stick yourself. We've got MacBooks and pay for the software. That we
Yeah,
use.
yeah, exactly.
But it's not like you can't do anything.
Yeah,
You've
yeah,
got
you-
that whole room that's got that and more.
We're complaining that we struggle because we haven't got a 5.1 surround sound setup at home to mix on. John doesn't have a laptop to even load like
oh,
Logic.
he has a
I got a Mac.
laptop.
Well,
It's just
It's
I
beefy
don't
Windows,
have
though.
the money to pay for the version of Pro Tools I need for video.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I don't.
I get what you mean.
Yeah. It's
So, yeah,
just
no
just
point.
a lot of
There's no
money.
point because it's here.
'Cause yeah,
We're
I
down the
work
street
here.
from here.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like
I can just
it's
come
not a
in.
problem.
But
If I'm gonna go home, oh no.
it's
that
it's
changes.
looking like for
We'll give you
the
everything
foreseeable
before you go.
future, we'll be losing the aspect of us in the video. More than likely, we'll all be at
Yeah.
home, still keeping up with the podcast. Maybe even probably do more of them because we're gonna have all the time in the world. But it will be
likely to just be audio. Really
Yeah.
likely to just
Possibly
be audio.
would be like just.
we
put
could
webcams or
maybe
something,
have a
but
webcam,
more
but it's
likely
more likely just
audio.
to be audio and maybe some visual effects that Matt will do.
Yeah, gameplay.
Big
footage.
explosions.
I'll just put
Playing
some CS:GO surfing
yeah.
on there.
Yeah, just become memulous. Memulous.
Can you
Memories.
imagine? But speaking of, we've got a lizard that's dancing.
Yeah.
Yes.
You
You know
this
what?
is-
He's taking
He's
over the
been
video
going
to be
for
honest.
some time now.
Oh, hour 45. Let him go.
He's doing a good
Think
job.
of the calories that boy has burned.
He gets
Calorie
thinner
count.
through the 10
He's
hours.
very good at dancing. The calorie counter, no, fuck you. Can't be arsed.
So yeah, we've spent the last week and a half getting any recording that we need to done, so we can pretty much try and
Work from home.
just work from home. My mum is now working from home. I don't know
All
about
of
any
my
you guys.
family is now
Yeah.
working from home. My brother, my mum, and my
Mine-
dad.
Can't, but they will probably be sent home.
Yeah, yeah,
Mine works at college, so can't until college
Mm.
shuts.
yeah, yeah. So it's just a very weird experience, isn't it, at the moment?
Stop.
Oh, you're knocking the microphone, John.
How? My legs. They are too bouncy for this world.
It's weird, isn't it? We just went for some burgers before filming this, and
Burgers.
it was empty, wasn't it?
The knob is later down the list.
The knob is
We'll
later down
explain
the
that
list.
later. Oh my god.
It's like
It's just absolutely empty. Like campus
Pretty empty, yeah.
is dead. All club nights have cancelled. Looks like the pubs will soon be closed permanently.
Well, they're closing at like 9.
Yeah, they were closing at like last orders at like 9:30 around here on pubs now.
Which is
I work in a pub. And
bullshit.
it's not looking positive there anymore.
But all the retail stuff, they still got to work.
Yeah. For now,
Yeah, retail
now.
and supermarkets still working.
I think retail will be one of the next ones to go in terms of big shops like Primark.
Sort of like Nike has now closed most of their stores. Apple has
Apple have closed all their stores have gone.
They've
no.
closed all the ones in China and Korea though. Apple.
No, I think they've done it everywhere. I don't know whether they've done it in the UK.
almost.
They've done it
They've done it in America.
in a lot of states in
Oh,
America. Yeah.
Oh god.
Like,
Yeah.
just a lot-
Amazon have
lot of states
are
anyway.
not restocking their warehouses of anything apart from like medical and everyday use stuff.
In
that-
America at this point.
yeah,
in
in
time.
America
At
at
the
this
point
point,
of
yeah.
recording, just America, but
Yeah.
I know. this date.
It's just mad. It's not. It's like everything escalated like within the past week so quickly in
Come to
comparison.
next week
Well,
and
just
Amazon's
the
just
difference
burned
between
down.
what we knew about uni yesterday and today is a big escalation.
Yeah, exactly.
Yesterday, this thing was, it was like, okay, we seem to be fairly low risk and everything like that for our uni specifically. Should be fine. Obviously, if something gets bad or things get a lot worse, all of a sudden we'll be forced to do something. But
Yeah.
apart from that, we'll wait until government advices for all universities and all colleges and everything to close.
And then
And
Boris said you have to sing Happy Birthday, and now all our courses are shutting down.
And there's no shit paper.
Yeah, there's no way of wiping
Still
your
no
arse.
bog roll.
I know.
Mate, not a good time to have
It's
the
not
shit.
good,
To
it's
tell
not
you that.
I tell you what though, on the phone with my mum,
Oh,
my mum and dad, my mum said that they just spent 140 quid on us, and I'm like, Mum, you're just as bad as everyone else there. Like, you're just taking everyone else's food. And she's like, yeah, but they're doing it, so we need to do it. And I was like, I get what you mean.
That's how it
Still
should
doesn't
be.
make it right.
No,
That's
I
what
said
I'm
like,
not
I'm genuinely terrified of getting beaten up because I do need toilet paper. But
Yeah.
like, if I go and pick some up, someone's going to be like,
the thing is, even if you
I
make it out of
want
the
that.
shop, you'll get into an
I'm
Uber.
willing to fight to the death for that toilet paper
You'll get
because
into-
I need a fucking shit.
You'll get into a fucking Uber on the way home. The Uber driver will mug you, or you could walk and get mugged that way. You've got no
Yeah.
option.
I feel like it's going to become currency.
Probably, yeah.
Oh my god. If it
Can you imagine? Instead of bottle caps from Fallout, it's sheets of paper.
Sheets of toilet paper.
If
like,
you get too
do I want to
far,
wipe
you
my
have
arse
to
for this?
double
Do I
your-
want to save it and buy a
double your
burger?
cash.
Brilliant.
Stupid, man. That's stupid.
Fucking-
So that's what coronavirus is acting like for us at the moment.
not good.
Yeah. Oh, I think the universities are doing the right thing.
Yeah,
Definitely.
yeah, health.
I
wise, for
want it
sure.
to stay open
Yeah,
for
I-
as long as possible. If it doesn't have to close, I'd like it if it didn't close. But
I think
it's got to close.
within like a week anyway. Even if we didn't close off our own accord, then Boris.
Yeah,
would
by
turn
the
around
time
and
this
say,
podcast comes out, you could be watching this on your computer that is powered by a hamster going in a wheel because of the electricity's gone down,
yeah,
and that's the only way we have of making power. Could be like the apocalypse. Oh, that could be exciting. What's
it's
those
very
zombies?
exciting, isn't it?
It'd be cool.
I
Oh,
would love this
fuck,
to turn
we
into
could have
zombies.
full-on COD zombies experience.
Yeah, but in
I'll
real
buy
life-
the first door.
Yeah,
Go
get
to
the next.
potteries.
Make
get
a
off the
crawler.
box! Get off the box!
Make a crawler. Come on.
Mate,
Oh
we're
my
going
God.
up Hanley, make a crawl until I'm back.
Throw a monkey! Oh my god.
Round 5, dogs!
Yeah. Hang on, just got to pack a punch.
Oh man.
Oh, go to Greg's.
Oh,
To Greg.
Rights have just
Right,
bought out a
so,
new
rights.
spicy
Rights.
vegan
Oh
sausage roll,
shit! What a segue. Yeah.
and it's so good. We had one
wasn't
this morning,
spicy.
wasn't it? It wasn't that spicy.
but
It was slightly spicy,
It was like a sweet spice.
but I must admit, it's probably better than the Greg's. Oh, do people know what Rights are?
It's basically Greg's.
It's Greg's, but in
It's
Stoke.
basically something that
You don't
women
know what
have.
Greg's
It's
Oh,
just
it's a-
Greg's
it's a
from
bad
Stoke,
joke,
so
I'm sorry.
Rights near
It's
me
not a
is
lie.
a place that sells like bedding for horses and like masses of cat litter
Yeah,
and
no, I
dog
think-
food and stuff
I
like
think
that.
mine sells tools.
Oh, that's Wainwright's. Never mind.
Wainwright's is a countrywide thing, isn't it? Yeah, I think
Dunno.
so.
There's also a place called Wrights near me that's.
I
Oh,
thought
no, that was
Wainwright's were the
Terry
people.
Wrights. He sold bikes.
How many rights do you
Terry Wright sells bikes.
Wainwright's is the one that delivers like
On
old
nights.
frozen packaged food to your nan when she can't get up to the shops. Yeah,
Wainwright's is
I
a
think so.
warehouse that I go to get.
bloody hell. He's also a guy that wrote a load of books about walking in the Lake District, didn't he?
He did.
Ew.
God, this guy gets around.
Yeah, there's one
He's-
right.
he had a
Why is
good
that?
life.
Ooh.
Responsible for
Just
all of
writing
them.
nice books.
Yeah. Ew.
Imagine
I don't
being
read.
outside. You're meant to be quarantined indoors.
Oh, I feel like
That's
I'm
a
going to get a
bad
lot of
fucking present.
reading done over the next few weeks. I must admit.
Past few.
I
Pass
think
it the
I
next
would,
week.
but then I won't.
Every time I say, because you can't sleep to read, you go, I'm trying that, man, but I keep reading this coffee book. I've read it 12 times
I love that. I
over.
love that book, man.
Stop reading it and read a fucking story.
Well,
It'll
is
help
it-
you go to
is
bed.
it
Don't
an
like
espresso
stories.
maker manual?
It genuinely is. Yeah, it's a book for the curious barista.
Oh, okay.
I've got one
That's
for
better
the
than I
book for
thought.
the curious
Not to
bartender as
be
well.
mistaken with the curious barrister.
Barrister.
Something different.
Yeah, no.
Not to be
com-
confused with Curious
completely
George.
get different box of frogs. Completely different.
I'll take both of those boxes.
He loves frogs. We couldn't find a decent frog gift that wasn't going to be too distracting.
So we've
Yeah,
got
they're
lizard
all
dancing.
they're all
There's a
too
lizard
I
lazy.
think
dancing,
all
yeah.
amphibians the same.
Yeah,
they're all
okay.
good in my book.
Oh,
Mate,
I don't
I'll
think
fight
are
you.
lizards amphibians. They're reptiles.
some of them are amphibians.
some of them.
Really?
This
Yeah, salamanders are. I think.
Yo, boy.
You got
he's
scales
good.
or Nathan?
He doesn't know.
Aye, he's just
He's,
vibing.
he's just
vibing.
too busy, man. He's just too busy dancing.
But yeah, so Boris has said
Full schedule.
Yeah,
Boris
yeah.
has said 20,000 people then.
Are going to die.
Well, minimum will die from this, and that's if things are controlled.
That's got to be worth a
Like
nuke.
that's the best outcome now.
That's
It's fucking
that's
scary,
a
isn't it?
disgustingly high number, isn't
It is.
Yeah.
We've
Yeah,
gone
it
from
is.
like,
It's
oh, it's in
terrifying.
China, 2 people have got it. It's never going to get here to 20,000 people are going to die.
Yeah.
minimum.
It's so
That's
easily
mad.
spread.
At least
Yeah.
20,000 people.
Just want to say, a moment of seriousness. If you think you do have it, just stay indoors.
Yeah.
Don't go and see your nan or your granddad.
Dial 111.
Don't, you know, just
Dial
stay inside.
111.
Just be mature and sensible. Because like,
Yeah,
honestly,
because even if you're not feeling bad from it, the person that will catch it from you will or could,
yeah,
and then the people that they spread it onto
The
could
best
die.
way for
You know,
it to not progress is to not act in a way where you're trying to avoid it. It's to act in a way that you, even if you don't have it, imagine you do, and you're trying not to give it to other people.
Yeah.
If everyone acts like that, that's how it doesn't
Don't
spread.
take unnecessary journeys into.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Avoid public transport.
don't go get fucked in the pub with your mates.
Oh no, who would do that?
No,
would do
no,
that.
just get drunk at home instead.
Yeah, by yourself.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
We
You to come along. What are you doing?
He was literally
You're literally
through
on
the
side of
wall,
a
yeah.
wall.
Yeah, you live next door.
Oh, we did have a good few Stellas last night, didn't we?
Oh.
That's why I didn't go. Don't like Stella.
Few
The thing
beers.
is, the thing that fucked us up the most is that the beer to bean ratio was just way off. There was so
Oh,
much
man,
beer and not enough
just
beans.
not enough
No.
beans,
No,
and you need the beans to soak up the beer. It's like bread.
it is like bread.
Like soggy
Bread and beans. Beans. Whoa,
Oi,
whoa,
whoa.
beans on
That was
toast.
Oh, big boom.
That looks
yeah,
fine.
Beans on
Boom,
toast.
Big reveal.
Barely even close.
Beans on toast is the higher being of foods.
It is the higher being of foods. But like sometimes it's the most like fucking half-assed tea
Yeah.
in the world.
Never spice it
You
up
come
with
home,
cheese
your
on
mum's
top.
like, what's for
Black
like,
pepper.
Invest.
I mix
What?
cheese in with the bean as it's cooking, so it melts the cheese.
Oh, do
that's
you
a
grate the
good
cheese
idea,
so that it
actually.
melts easier?
Grated it in,
Mm.
Not just a whole block.
Yeah, he
You're
gets
committed to
he
cheese
gets
if
a
you use a
kilogram. He's
grater,
just
'cause
like, it
you've
won't
gotta wash
fit
that
in the
bastard.
fucking saucepan.
Like,
You saying you don't wash?
no, I said if you're gonna use the grater for cheese, like you're committed, you got to use a lot of cheese because washing that bastard's a pain. in
That
the
is
ass.
true. Yeah, that is. I still don't know how you wash a sieve. Mum, can you show me how to wash a sieve?
My sieves
The
have
water just
never
goes
seemed
through
to
it.
clean. Yeah. What is that?
Yeah. How are you supposed? You can clean it, but it still
I've
looks
tried
dirty.
the strategy
Like scrubbing it.
of filling the basin, dipping it in so all the gunge floats out of it, and then like 180ing it so it doesn't
Oh,
land
so,
back
like-
in and lifting it back up.
That's quite clever.
Doesn't always work, but if it
I
does,
can imagine it working in steps if you did it a couple times.
Yeah. You gotta
It's
get
got to
nice and
refill the
rinsed.
whole sink every time. Got to do it 3 times. That's 3 entire sinkfuls of water.
Third time's the charm, baby.
Not wasting water at all.
No, but at least your siev's sparkly clean.
That's not a water shortage yet.
Yet.
Not yet.
Make use of it.
What do you think? Do you think anything like that would go out, like power or
Shouldn't do,
gas or?
but very
Well,
possible.
I mean,
If it lasts into summer, maybe.
What do you think it'd be though?
I'm just thinking like someone could put it in the water, you know, water source, and like
They're putting Corona in the water to turn freaking frogs
Frogs
gay.
the frogs are gay.
Oh god.
The farmer
fucking
turned
Alex-
my
Alex
frogs gay with
Jones?
chemicals
Yeah,
in the
Alex Jones.
rain.
But yeah, I don't know. What would be the first first big
Amenity.
resource to go? Would it
No
be electricity?
electricity.
Stokies. White out.
I'm telling you, mate, we'll be the last ones standing. As stonkies.
No, genuinely though,
Why does some fresh
I
food go
believe that
first?
like homeless people will survive.
Yeah,
Most likely to survive out
Probably.
of everyone, I think, because they have tougher immune systems.
They've got a
and-
really good immune
dealt with
system,
a lot
and
more shit.
I know they're outside a lot, but
No one
they're
else
not
is
like
outside.
sleeping next to people and stuff like
Well,
that.
if everyone else is indoors, then you're literally quarantining outside.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
It's the same thing. Well,
Yeah.
It doesn't matter where you are. If you're
I
on
know, I
your
know,
own,
it, I know.
you're on
It's sad, like no one should be homeless, but I do think
They're probably gonna
they've
be
got a
alright.
better immunity
Yeah.
to it than
your own.
you know
That's a weird way to look.
people who
It's
aren't
an
homeless.
interesting
Thank
thought,
goodness
isn't it?
for the Conservatives.
I
Keeping
know,
up
right?
with
Yeah, I know,
the
they're
cows.
saving
10 years of
people.
austerity was just like, you know, toughening us up for this.
Oh man.
It was the equivalent of.
And then at the end of it, and they start pumping more money into it back again, and everyone's like, well, hey, the Tories, they've done it!
I know.
They've fixed the problem that they started. Fan-fucking-tastic.
It's still the budget. Oh, it's just sort of like they came out and they're like, so the past 10 years, it's been horrific austerity. Don't know who's done that, but we'll fix
Whose
it.
fault was that?
We'll borrow some money
That's like-
and we'll get.
That's the entire election.
We've got no
though.
nurses, no
It is.
doctors. Is the NHS even a health service anymore? It's like,
It's just
I love
a
it.
big waiting room.
It's just a big...
It is.
Oh, man.
Days and stuff like that.
They just came out and were like, we were in the wrong, and now we're gonna fix everything that we should have done 10 years ago.
We're
Because
gonna,
now we've got all the money that we saved. It's in
but
our back
the,
pocket,
we're not
so
gonna
we don't
fix
need them
everything.
more.
We're not going to put it back up to where it was before, but it's good.
Yeah.
We'll make
It's
it
a
a little.
massive
We'll make it a
increase,
little bit
But it's
better, and
not
we'll
as
get
big as the decrease they did
we'll
before.
we'll get Rupert, and we'll get the sun on it, and
Yeah,
we'll tell
yeah,
everyone that
yeah.
everything's gonna get better,
Yeah.
even though everything's just getting worse. It's
Ignore
my
the
fucking-
ignore
I think just in the
outside
world that counts as well, doesn't it? I heard someone when we were picking up these microphones earlier from the stores that we learned it all from. There was a bloke in there that was who was like, first it's US bombing that
Iran.
warlord, yeah,
Yeah,
bombing
that
Iran,
And they
and
killed that general. Yeah. Australia was on fire.
Australia
for
was
like
on
3
fire.
months.
Yeah.
Coronavirus has started and it's gone absolutely mad. So it's like the
Mm.
past 8 to 10 months. The
2020
world's
is
gone.
not fucking around.
I just wanna
Nah.
play Animal
2020
Crossing.
is here to fuck shit up.
Yeah.
I feel like all of this started when that gorilla got shot in Cincinnati
Toads,
Zoo,
stop.
and it's just a big
Stop.
domino effect that has led it to me not being able to wipe my arse.
That gorilla getting shot. I
Yeah,
can't-
that was
Pretty
that
much.
I
was
have
the
to walk to
starting point.
university to wipe my ass now.
Yeah, literally, I do because I
Wipe
can't
it
get
on
any
me.
toilet paper.
Yeah, like cats.
Like
And they just sort of
cats.
sit down and then.
Oh,
pet
that was my favourite movie of last year, Cats.
What, the one with Taylor Swift and James Corden?
I
That was-
haven't
that
seen
was
it.
disgusting.
I haven't
Uh,
seen it.
It's horrific.
I haven't
Is it-
seen it
is it
either,
bad?
but I've seen
the
what
musical
they look
and the
like.
story, I think, is great. It's just horrific
The
to
visuals.
watch.
Is
yeah.
it?
It's
Is
so
it? Is it
trippy.
Andrew Lloyd Webber?
Yeah.
Oh, he's a
Mr.
boy. He
Webbington.
is.
He's a lord. He's up in Parliament.
Is he Lord Andrew Lloyd?
so.
Lord Andrew Lloyd Webber.
I think so. I might be wrong, but Google it.
Please,
Children
sir,
at home.
can I have some more?
Please, sir, can I have
Oliver in
some
Parliament.
Yeah, and the Artful Dodger. That's who keeps nicking our money off austerity. Classic.
Classic.
What else have we got to chat about today?
We've got Knob.
You can explain.
We're doing acoustics, and we're talking about a live PA settings. So there's a band on stage, and we're talking about how to eliminate feedback with the microphones. If you don't know feedback, just look it up because
Can we make
Just
some
look at
right
it.
now.
it's complicated.
Yeah.
Oh, come.
Beep. But there's something to there's a lot of maths included in there, and there's a bit that's the number of microphones affects
Yeah.
the amount you can turn the gain up before it will feed back, basically. And we were talking about burgers because today is 2-for-1 burgers at the student union
Where
That's a
we've
good
just
deal.
been.
restaurant.
Yeah,
We've just
which
been.
is where we
Nice
just went.
burgers,
Nice
are
burgers.
really good.
Vegan cheese on point. I'm
I
still
don't
I'm
like
still
that.
in shock about how good that has become
No, I just
since
need
I
to
first tried it.
eat.
And
Still
basically, I
something.
was writing stuff down. I was going to write a number of microphones, but I just accidentally wrote a number of burgers, and I just
So you've got
started laughing.
you've got the actual formula. You've got like the potential. Oh, what does PAG stand for again? Potential acoustic gain is equal to like the first part of the formula, and then it's supposed to be take off like 10 log the number of microphones, but it was just take off the number of burgers.
I was
We were hysterical for quite some
I
time.
still.
I just really don't know why I wrote burger.
I
Well,
just-
I mean, I know why, but
I know the reason.
I'm such a dickhead.
Happens though.
It happens. Sometimes you just got that many burgers in the system. It's going to feed back.
Instead of Rockwell,
Too
I might
many
use
burgers
McDonald's
is a problem, but not enough burgers is also a problem.
You
Yeah.
need burger balance.
Yeah,
Patent
Balanced
pending.
burgers.
a surplus of burgers.
Burgers
not
is like the
overwhelming
third part in the
surplus of
triforce of beans, beer, and burgers.
Beans, beer, bagels, Brexit, and burgers.
Bread.
And buoy.
And Bowie.
David Beans.
David Beans.
It's all come back together.
Oh, I think I still.
what's happened to my watch?
What have you done?
Oh, I
tell
know
them the
what's
time?
happened. It's got a hole in it somewhere. So inside there's
Oh my god.
there's like fucking there's water, and I think that's soap. I'll show the camera.
Jesus Christ.
It's always up.
Well, I don't know how well you can see this. Oh, focus.
So you got manual focus. Oh.
You should have autofocus on.
Oh, it doesn't want to focus.
Your description.
It's so
Matt is
intense.
holding up a watch to the camera,
For the
which
tape,
has
Matt is holding up Exhibit A to the.
which
Hang on,
has-
I
it
kind of
has
want
a
to see
lot
this.
of,
It's actually got soap in.
remnants in it. Some soap,
Take a
some
photo and chuck it on
some
the.
juice.
Oh my god.
little droplet.
It's not too expensive, is it?
Take a photo, chuck it on the video.
Oh,
Don't
so
know
you were
how
right
old
on
it
it.
is.
Oh god.
Yeah, I must remember to do that.
That is weird.
That's strange.
That's not normal.
So this is what happens when you stay hygienic.
Your watches get.
Yeah, your watches get fucked and your hands get dry.
Oh shit, ton of moisturiser.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
did buy
had
loads
to.
of moisturiser because
Did moisturiser, hand sanitizer, then went for a piss.
yeah,
In that order.
Wash it all off.
It was actually
repeat.
in that order. That's not good.
it's not good.
Not good.
Yeah, that was it really with the number of burgers.
It was funny. It was funny. It was very funny at the time.
It was good.
You
Yeah.
had to be there, man.
Yeah, it was one of those
God.
situations.
Also had to
excuse
say
me.
cheese sticks.
Next we got. Oh, we were singing this before. I just put Dad's Army in because he's singing the theme song. and that.
Oh yeah.
Who you think you are kidding, Mr. Hitler? If you think old England's done, we are the boys who will stop your petty game.
Oh man.
We are the
I haven't watched
boys
it in
who
quite a
will
while,
make
must I?
you think again. So who do you think you are killing, Mr. Hitler? If you think old England's done. Fantastic. A great
Um,
show. It's
I-
timeless. It's
I
always funny.
love comedy from like the 80s and earlier.
It's great.
In well,
Yeah.
British comedy from 80s and earlier.
Oh yeah,
British
fuck
comedy is
American
better-
comedy.
British
I
comedy
just-
is
I
better
just
than
don't
all
I just don't
comedy.
enjoy like American humor. It's just like
It's quite simple and slapstick.
yeah.
It's
Whereas British
too
humour is
happy.
purely sarcasm and racism.
Those
Pretty
are the
much.
Two big ones, yeah.
Hand in hand.
It's like
Yeah.
most of Britain, really.
Britain is
and
sarcastic,
racist.
racist, and then there's also.
Hang
Ken
on, you
finger
can
guns.
say if someone asks you, are people in Britain racist? And Stormzy goes, yes, 100%. And then they go, Stormzy says UK is 100% racist.
Yeah, yeah.
Apparently Kermit was
100% of
interviewing.
Yeah, yeah.
Kermit's writing for the Sun now.
Yeah.
Fucking little bastard.
There's a
Little
lot
green
of
bastard.
racism going on. I don't stand for it. I'm fucking furious.
Imagine Kermit doing PSAs.
That'd be great, man.
Everyone would listen.
Everyone would
They
listen.
tried.
He's
They
sitting there
giggled.
on his
Yeah,
yeah,
they-
with a banjo, and he's just
Yeah?
sings the PSA. For
There's a
everyone.
daily ballad.
There's a daily ballad.
It's like the Daily Mail,
Daily
but
Bean Ballad.
less reliable.
More reliable.
Wow,
Probably more
Coming
reliable.
from Kermit.
What a political episode this is turning out to be.
Oh, there's nothing. It was gonna happen anyway, wasn't it?
Vote Kermit 2020.
Yeah, Kermit, please run.
Yeah, but like old like things like Faulty Towers.
Faulty
Towers
Towers
is
is
like
fantastic.
so good.
All of that stuff. Fawlty Towers, Blackadder.
Blackadder.
Old
Brian
old
Laurie,
old Monty Python.
Yeah.
stuff.
Monty
Yeah.
Python, oh my god, yes.
everything like
What was
that.
it? Fucking Jeeves and.
Jeeves and
Oh,
Worcester?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
fantastic.
Amazing,
Oh, that's so
amazing
good.
era.
There were loads of good ones in there. It's because it was just so much simpler.
A simpler time.
I think it was probably easier because a lot less had been done.
Yeah.
To
Oh,
write
yeah.
comedy today. It's like music, really. And anything, really.
Oh,
It
yeah.
hasn't been done. It's
It's
good,
hard
though.
to come up with something really new.
It's hard to come up with something original. What was the other one that's really good? Can't remember. The one where he's like, I'm playing all the notes.
Oh,
not
Morecambe and Wise.
Morecambe and Wise.
Yeah.
That
Oh,
was
yeah.
funny as well.
It was
They're not
that classic
necessarily in the right order.
classic
Yes.
the book without the funny pictures in them.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That's a
that's a
really
very
good
good sketch.
comedy sketch. That is.
Not that anyone else has probably seen that's watching this, but
No, we'll link it in the description.
it's a good
It's
one.
a nice little
Yeah.
sketch.
Oh,
It's funny. Yeah, yeah.
it was
Well, I
really
don't
good.
think you've seen it. I know these two have because I've
We'll
shown them.
watch it after
That's
this.
fair.
Yeah, we'll watch it at the
We'll
end of
educate
this.
you.
Pull it up, triple screen.
Oh god.
Screen it. Oh my god.
Yeah.
What else have I got other than that? Excuse me. We watched a video on the best voice cracks this morning. There's
Oh,
some really
God.
fantastic
There are
ones in
some
there.
good ones.
Gordon Ramsay, I think, holds a couple
Shit!
of the.
It's
Yeah,
fucking
yeah, yeah.
non-stick!
yeah.
Oh, I love Ramsey's shows though. I love watching
great.
He's
Hotel Hell and
a good entertainer, isn't he?
The fucking
Yeah.
strings in the music is so like wow.
Yeah,
it's very-
Anything else.
it's very situational. It's really good to build
Yeah.
the.
Great. It's done really well.
I
build
love
the
the
tension.
clips. I don't think I've handled all the 40-minute episodes back to back.
But if you watch half an hour long video and it's like an entire series,
Yeah.
and it's
Highlights.
That I
just the
can
best
get
bits,
behind.
It's
Yeah,
like
you're happy with that.
just him screaming at people,
Ooh.
saying stupid shit.
Oh God, tired.
What a dry episode.
It's all right.
We can increase
Last
the
week's
reverb,
was
make it wet.
last week's was a bit dry as well without you, John. To be fair. Yeah, we were also knackered because we did the band recording all day.
Ooh.
So we got in there, we sat down and like did it, and we were like, so this week we've got no John. He's ill.
We are without a Johnny.
Yeah, no,
No Johnnies.
but
I'm once again asking.
So it's
you
not that
for
dry.
Johnny.
it's not that dry. Condoms haven't sold out yet. They're
Yeah.
doing quite well, aren't they?
Going to be a baby boom in 9 months.
You should
Yeah, probably.
stock up on
actually.
them. Have safe sex when you're indoors all day.
Yeah, you know
Yeah.
what? That's a good point because like people are going to be indoors a lot,
Bored
aren't
as
they?
fuck.
Yeah,
What are you going to do?
Fuck the board.
Exactly.
exactly. Yeah. Brilliant.
You can do.
Yeah,
There's no problem with that.
Jesus.
free country.
Jesus
I
Christ.
do think though, like, what the fuck are people gonna do for? Because people have been told to self isolate for 12 weeks. 12
That's
weeks is a
3
long
months.
time.
That is a long time.
Like,
to
what
do
do you do
enough.
in 12 weeks when you can't leave a room? Essentially, you're supposed to spend all of that time in one room.
Glad I've got video games and
Well, yeah, exactly.
work
I'm gonna
to
become
do.
fat as shit. I'm gonna be massive. By
You
like,
come back as a ball.
get fucking massive.
Oh,
For
it's a good thing,
context,
that.
when I used to get to the gym early in the morning, I sent these guys a voice message at about it's like 6:30, was it, in the morning?
Yeah.
Let's get
brilliant.
fucking massive. And then I had a nice bowl of beans, genuinely, and didn't get massive.
Shout out beans.
Shout out my favourite brand
Shout
of
out to
beans.
Heinz.
Shout out to our sponsor of this episode, Beans.
Yeah.
Just in general.
Any will do.
Generally,
Beans.
Any of them.
Please sponsor us,
good.
Heinz.
All of the
Big-
or
the
any
big
other
branded ones are sold out at the moment. When I
bean
went to Sainsbury's,
production.
Company.
there was no decent brands of beans. There's no Branston, no Heinz, no. I don't know what the brands they're all.
Fucking disgusting.
I'm not mad at Tekka's original. Their own brand.
It's like, what about
Checkers.
football? Are the F2 in this video? No.
Not in my lifetime.
But yeah,
Oh,
I
wow.
think the bulk buying thing's got a little bit silly now.
That's
Very
been silly
silly.
from day one.
It's been silly since people started bulk buying,
Yeah,
It's like Black
yeah.
Friday every day.
I suppose so.
but
Come on.
slightly less aggressive.
Yeah, it's slightly less cool. It's not you're getting a flat screen
Less
TV.
cool.
No, you're getting a 10-pack of toilet roll
Yeah.
And 2 tins of beans.
and 2 tins of
Which
beans and
some
some
people
pasta.
would argue is as good as multiple Xboxes.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like, how much fun you can have with tin beans.
Xbox has a screen limit. You can pour beans on as
Oh.
many screens as you want.
Second boom.
Oh, mate.
Um,
Like,
Mate,
battered by
mate.
you on a
Right,
weekly
honestly,
basis.
I
Yeah.
need to control
no,
myself.
they like so people that aren't our generation but aren't boomers, so like 40s and 50s. What do they do for 16
People that
hours
are
a day?
People that would just be working all day, come home, eat, go to sleep.
Yeah. What do
Like-
they do?
They're still working.
Yeah,
A
they
lot
got
of them
work
from
to
home.
do.
A lot of them
For now,
still
yeah,
work,
but-
not everyone's going to be able to work
From home, like a lot of people are.
A lot of people are, but like
there's going to be a lot of jobs. That
but
won't
like
happen.
Jordan said his mum and dad they're not going to be able to do anything from
Yeah,
home.
true.
They're
mum
just
could
going to be at
technically-
home.
My mum could technically do something from home. She's like accountancy, and there are like cloud things you can use to like
Yeah.
remote into whatever to use the software.
Yeah.
But my dad's in printing and
Prediction.
packaging and production of stuff like that.
Right.
And he's not like shop floor, he's a manager, but it's like he's still can't really do anything because he needs to practically be there. Because it's like it's basically people management and
Yeah,
hitting
yeah.
targets.
And if there's no people
If
to
there's
manage,
no people to manage, he
then
can't really
you
go
can't
in.
manage people.
You can do some you can do some spreadsheets
Do it
at
over
home
Skype.
every now and then.
Do it over Skype.
Why aren't you working hard enough?
Let's get a bloke,
Um,
a bloke to carry an iPad around everywhere.
Another
Take
thing
me
to
Steve, he's slacking.
another
I
thing
know
to
he is.
mention. We
Just go on
we-
the M6 and then it's the second turn out, junction 17. That's where Steve lives.
Find him.
we were gonna record a brass band, weren't we? I don't know whether we spoke about it before.
Oh, mate.
We had the opportunity to go out and do some location recording with a 28 member, I think, brass
Yeah, it
band.
was a
28, 30.
big band.
Yeah,
big
so
band.
loads of
Oh, yeah.
percussion, lovely stuff. We went down to see them, and
It's so unfair, this coronavirus. It's just
Mm.
fucking everything up.
because
It's
they've now
really
because it's
annoying.
because they're stopping like big gatherings, they can no longer practice. Obviously, a load of people breathing constantly in a room.
30 people.
Especially
in a
all
closed-off
those
room.
instruments that's just got spit all inside them.
Yeah,
all the
exactly.
brass
Brass
instruments.
aren't the most hygienic.
No, they're not. I mean, they need to be like cleaned quite well. As well. You have to
Yeah,
clean them
exactly.
Quite thoroughly.
Get that spit valve going. Whoa.
Oh yeah.
Um,
It did make me laugh how like, you know, when we went and saw them practice, and it was like, the big boys have the big instruments.
yeah, the big boys have the big boys.
The big boys harness the big boys.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Big boy energy, playing big boy instruments
Yeah, playing big boy parts in the big boy song.
in a big boy song.
Yeah, I mean, and then you have like, you know, the smaller people, the more Sam-like people, playing like the little cornets and playing the little nice
If
little
the- if
lead
there's
parts.
Triangle.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You've got big like Greg with his huge tube, just like
Big Greg.
big Greg.
Old Greg.
Knock off
I
face
prefer rights. Big rights.
Well, I need to
Big
find-
Wayne-
I'm
big
just
old
gonna
Wayne,
get that
right?
video up of that guy when he puts his mic inside of his didgeridoo.
Oh god, yeah.
You have to put it on the video unless you just go.
Oh,
Just
I'm
play
just
it through
gonna
your
play
mic,
it.
yeah.
Play it through the mic. This
Oh,
is
come on.
this is a man that's
This
put his
is-
Apple headphone mic inside his didgeridoo, and it sounds like. Oh. It's a fucking fart.
I love it so
Jesus.
much.
It's so good.
It's absolutely brilliant.
Oh, I'm gonna
Fuck.
sample that and use that as an 808.
It would work really well.
It's a perfect like note. You
It's
could
got
literally just
distortion
put
on
it
it
into
already
Yeah.
because the
Mhm.
mic is just
You know,
clipping,
you know what
man.
you could run it through though.
Oh, you could run it through Boogex. Yeah,
Boogex.
absolutely.
Every day.
Boogex is the best distortion plugin
It's no, sorry.
ever been made.
It should be the only distortion. There are other ones available, but it should be the only distortion plugin.
It should be the only plugin.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You don't need
an
it.
EQ. If you use enough
Yeah.
distortion and the EQ, you technically can make a compressor because you
Yeah,
run out
yeah.
of samples.
You could put multiple on and have them slightly like
Yeah, you
delayed,
could.
and then you've got a delay.
Yeah, exactly.
There's enough of latency
I like it.
compensation.
This
It's
Yeah.
is
actually,
such big brain.
Yeah, this is big
How
brain
can you
energy.
make a reverb?
It's got reverb in it.
Oh,
They thought of it. You see?
Oh my god, it's the only plugin that you need.
It's got
Exactly.
One plugin to rule them
The
all.
perfect
It's not a
channel
dry
strip.
output knob. You can run it in parallel. It's
Oh
not,
my
it's
god, parallel Boogex.
Got the channel that's already running Boogex.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
5.1 Boogex multi-mono that bad boy.
5.1 surround sound Boogex.
Yes, I'd like
So,
the left
Boogex is
ambient
this-
speaker.
Boogex is brilliant.
It's a distortion plugin made by a company called Voxengo,
Yeah.
but it's just got the best name. Because how would you say it, Jordan?
Boogex!
It's just BOOGEX. It's a fucking ugly plugin. but It's brilliant.
It's not the most,
Oh, I want to get a
We're
shirt with
coming up with a
Boogex
whole,
on
like,
it.
like plan to make the Church of Boogex because
The
it was just so
Church
fucking fun.
Yeah.
This is Boogex.
there's
Oh,
a
we've
fan
got-
at the window.
Oh no,
Oh,
no,
it's-
he's gonna come in.
He's gone.
Oh no,
He's gone.
Do not come in.
don't
Ben.
come in, Ben. Please don't come in. He's definitely gonna come in.
He better.
I think Boogex is like one of the dodgiest looking like.
Oh, they all
plugins,
look
though.
trash
They all
because
look
they're-
I've never
shit,
used anything else
but
by
they're all
Vox
free.
anyway.
He's
they're
looking
made
through the
so long
window.
ago, and then he's looking through
No, has he
other
gone
window.
through the other window?
Oh,
Yeah,
No.
it's probably mixing backbone.
He is. I heard it through the wall. I heard the bass
There
line.
he is.
Hey. Fucking wanker.
Coming soon.
Oh, can you
It
imagine?
isn't.
We were gonna move to the there's a TV studio next door, and we needed to we planned to get training on it. We had a technical
Well,
induction
it's all
session.
Put it all in.
Do it.
Yeah, but then obviously that was what I think it's 2 weeks on Thursday from today.
It wasn't pre-corona, but it was pre-corona being this bad.
Yeah, and then obviously.
Pre-corona, never gonna stop giving up.
Oh my god.
Such a dirty hand.
Sharona.
But so that's cancelled now. So instead of us
Sounds good,
upgrading to having a full set, many camera angles, and amazing quality,
sofas.
yeah, we're now downgrading to Discord. So
Yeah.
the,
It's supposed to be upgrading to basically having its kind of own set, quite a nice feel.
Yeah.
Sofas, just hanging out.
2 cameras.
Like
Well,
as many cameras.
as many cameras as we
better
want, yeah.
lighting.
Better lighting, proper studio would sound.
A
Could-
live studio
could have a
audience.
live audience if there was any viewers,
the
but there's,
potential to have 150.
Probably
people
just our
sitting in.
parents.
And,
thanks, Dad.
Cheers, Dad.
Oh, shout out.
No, you're gonna get whatever mics we have running through Discord.
Good luck with that.
It's the next phase.
But you
You're
will
going
probably
down
get
from the original.
maybe more than one a week. Maybe
Yeah.
more than one a week because
Might
we're
get
gonna be
shorter-
bored
slightly
shitless.
shorter episodes more times a week if we have nothing.
We chatted about doing
Don't
like
say
a,
more
a,
time.
a daily update to keep us from going insane. But I don't know whether that's
Daily
gonna get
Corona
boring.
update, like.
Yeah.
That was no. We said we'd do that if one of us got it.
Oh, that would be so good. That would be
If one of us
good
had it, it's like,
content.
yeah,
One of us
still
got
feel
it, and like
shit.
it came on. So John's got coronavirus, and he comes in like, "Hello, boys."
I've aged 60 years and I'm smoking 40 a day.
I'm in quarantine. I snuck my phone in for Discord.
It's been 84 years.
Yeah. Oh my god.
It's like, you all right, John? Yes.
Sound like you've really deteriorated in a week.
Yeah.
Fucking fine, innit?
Oh my god. I can't imagine the effects on us lot being that bad. I think we're going to be absolutely fine through it.
Yeah.
It still suck.
Oh, it's still going to be the flu, but
Still quarantine yourself.
Yeah.
I feel like that person that was like, oh, I just felt like the flu and went fucking round on holiday and shit.
Yeah, one of the symptoms is a sudden urge to travel the world. Apparently,
yeah.
just like, well, I've got it. Well, I've got to go to Mexico.
Only simps
And
travel
then
the world.
Spain. Do not.
It's still.
He's still fucking.
God.
Simping around.
How do you think the guy?
Simping around
Yeah,
on my way.
Oh,
How do you think the guy feels? The guy that ate the bat,
I'm
full.
pretty sure he's dead.
allegedly. Oh yeah, is he?
Don't know. Probably China's probably swept that under the mat.
No, I don't think he would be dead. Because you're not going to.
hungry if he ate a batter like 3 months ago.
Yeah, true. But- No, I don't think he would be dead. Because I reckon that he got the virus and was like, oh, I've got the flu. It's definitely nothing to do with that bat thing. Passed it on to like 6 other people, and then they started finding out about it that way.
And he kept eating bats, and he was like, man, every time I eat this bat, I just feel worse.
Yeah, I just get the flu the
Well,
day after.
It wasn't just a dude that ran into a cave. It was in like an actual restaurant. And
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, it was like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
properly cooked thing.
Yeah.
It's kind of like similar to Ebola because they ate monkeys, didn't they? Or something.
I don't
Something
fucking
like
Yeah,
that.
something like that.
know what
Chimps.
science is.
Um,
Terrifying thing.
Don't
he must, if
eat
if he
chimps.
is still alive, bless him, he must fucking feel so bad about it. Like,
It's not him though, was it? It'd be the
no, I suppose so.
Well,
It'll
the
be-
restaurant
I
didn't
didn't
flag
realise it was in a
was
restaurant. I
He'll
thought it would
been
have been like a
put in
dare
some
or something.
Chinese gulag, like.
Yeah. It's crazy, absolutely crazy.
But no one in North Korea's got it because if you get it, sorry, don't want that.
Game
on their
over, yeah.
record.
I mean, yeah.
South
No,
Korea have done it
but-
really well because they've just
no,
locked
yeah,
themselves in, haven't they? They saw it coming and they were
Have
just
you
like, nah,
seen
fuck
the-
it.
Ireland have done pretty well as well.
Yeah.
Ireland are doing really good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, comparatively.
Oh my God, this is everything that anyone's talking about these days.
What else is there?
There's
Um,
had more stuff, but there's literally nothing.
There's nothing else
No.
going on at the moment.
We like you walk outside through campus. There's fucking no one. The pubs are closed.
The
Ev-
fucking pubs are closed.
Yeah,
And
literally.
That's the worst thing.
Shop shelves are empty. There's just nothing going on. Like everyone's just they're just moving inside. It's weird. It's so weird.
All the sports off as well.
Yeah,
so
no sport at all pretty much because rugby.
literally. Rugby
football,
got cancelled the other day.
F1.
Football's cancelled.
Still fuming. Or would we get? They were allowed to run golf carts around the Australian track, like the
Yeah,
Australian
yeah.
track. Why couldn't they run the fast boys?
Corona won't
They're gonna
catch
be
them in those
further away
cars.
from each other.
Yeah, all the golf carts, the pictures you see, they're all right next to each other. It's like if they're going 200 miles per hour, they're not gonna. They're gonna be within 6 meters of each other. aren't they?
Oh my god.
Only when they crash.
Only when they crash, and you're just like, oh no, stay in the cars, boys. There's fire. No, mate. I don't think
Coronavirus.
you seem to
Amazing.
realise the danger of the bloke behind you. Just the stewards.
What
They're
an
like, don't help him. He's got to do it himself. I can't get too
But
close.
there's
So the stewards go over to help him. The fire marshals and they're like, hang on. Now we can get him out of the car.
He's there. Happy
Happy
birthday to you. Happy birthday. Yeah.
He's like, I think my legs are broken. Happy birthday.
I'm going as fast as I can.
God,
Jesus.
God.
It's gonna be 20 seconds. I can't rush.
But there
Rush
really
art.
there really is nothing else that's going on. Like there's nothing interesting in terms of uni work because well
What uni?
we've done all the interesting parts. We're just doing the boring stuff at the
Fuming,
moment.
Got a lot of melodine to melondine. to do,
Melondine.
which is just literally
Melon time. Yeah, that's even better. I like it.
melon time. I want melantine. I fucking love
I
melon.
do
but
like
I think I might be allergic to it.
He's allergic to everything.
Yeah,
you
literally,
enjoy.
my lips get a little bit puffy and tingly.
Oh, wow,
every
okay.
time I eat melon.
Are you sure that's
No,
not just you?
But I fucking
enjoying
love
it?
melon, so I just eat it anyway.
Oh,
You
God.
love it so much, all the blood goes to your lips. Like, give me more.
It's me, but with banana milkshake. fucking love banana
You have
milkshake.
the best time of your life having a banana milkshake
And then vomit afterwards.
Yeah.
I'm not allergic to it. I'm just
It's a
intolerant.
great 30 seconds.
I don't think
It's
I'm
like a
allergic
cat.
to
It's
anything,
like
to be
a
honest.
Capri Sun is like the best minute of your life.
And then it's over.
Yeah, because
You
there's
just
so
wanna fucking-
little.
Unless
you're
it's
just
unless
like,
it's just that odd one where you try and push the straw in and then it's just rips.
that's never happened to me.
Well,
I've always
I've
pushed
never
it through and gone through the other
experienced
side.
Yeah, I've done that. But
No,
yeah,
I've definitely like
That's
it
the
was a thing in
problem
high
with
school
them,
where, but it was also a thing in high school of like as someone was pushing it in, you just grab the straw and just whack it down.
Oh, we
So that's
just go
probably
on,
why.
we just,
Horrible
we just
people.
grab out and squeeze it.
Oh
And
yeah,
then
yeah.
we-
Squeezy
So
technique.
if
Oh,
someone
right,
had
yeah.
like a Ribena like carton, like the boxes, and someone's drinking it, you're just like, hey, and then you just watch their eyes go.
Yeah,
As
as
they
it
panic,
just
it's
comes up the straw and they are having to swallow at some
It's
rate.
like it's like when
Not
you
expecting
stop
it.
someone from not drinking it, like they're about to stop sipping a drink, and you're like, nope.
oh yeah,
And everyone's like,
that was funny as
oh,
well.
what do I do?
That's how I
Mate,
learned to down drinks.
there's so much shit like that at school.
Yeah.
My
Cheers,
dad
Dad.
just fucking like poured beer down my throat. That's how I learned to fucking neck
And
drinks.
that's why you're fucking addicted to cigarettes.
Stress.
Oh mate, there's so many things like that at school where we had clip-on ties. Someone would
Oh yeah,
take
yeah,
a
yank
tie,
it off, yeah.
throw it on a roof somewhere,
Oh,
and you'd be
God.
like, for fuck's sake, and I have to go to the office and say,
That's
"Lost my
so it's
tie."
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Where is it? Well, it's on top of F block.
It's on top of maths.
yeah.
You got a ladder.
Oh man. Oh.
We didn't have ties, but we had pockets, and like people would rip the pockets off of your shirt, and then the teacher would be like, "Oh, it's a uniform violation. Go get fucking done for detention."
You're
It's
like,
running
you've
around
clearly
the block.
fucking seen that someone's ripped it off. And it's like, no excuse. No excuse.
get done. It's not
Yeah.
all come-
Zero tolerance.
Zero tolerance.
That was us last night. That beer.
Yeah.
Literally zero
We
tolerance.
don't drink much. Quite rarely we get drunk. Like drunk.
More beans than beer.
We have occasional
more
pints,
beer.
don't we? We have what, once every week we might have a pint, or every couple of weeks we might have a pint if it's been
Yeah.
a long day.
Something like that,
And
maybe.
go for just one pint at the pub. That's going to stop now. But then last night we tried to go to the pub, but it was closing early because of everything that's been happening. So we went to the off license. We went to the offie on the road, and we were looking at all the options. We were like, oh, we could get like three bottles of Desperados. That'd probably do us, or like 4-pack of Budweiser cans.
No, fucking
maybe.
10 cans
And then we
of
just
Stella.
bought 10 cans of Stella. And won't lie, got wasted on it. Absolutely wasted.
After the first one, I was like, hello. This is getting pretty nifty right now.
Yeah.
Sitting there pouring it into
I
your
was
head.
like pouring it into my glass, like, fucking beer.
It was literally like the worst
I
pause
was
of
like,
beer
only
in the
halfway
world.
through mine, you were just like, oh mate,
That was a
I'm
fucking
going.
Beer. It was the worst pour I've ever done. It was so much head. It
It's
was
like
a bad
beer
glass.
head.
It was a bad glass. man.
Crazy.
It was not a good
The
glass.
beer Moretti ones are not good, are they?
They are not good.
No.
I wish I never had bought it.
No,
Oh,
you
wait.
obviously bought it.
Yeah, I bought it.
We don't recommend stealing glasses.
For legal reasons, that's a joke.
Don't steal glasses from pubs, children.
Don't be in pubs, children. Don't be
Also,
drinking
don't-
beer
don't
at pubs.
steal
Yeah.
children from pubs.
Oh, that one.
That one's a
Or
good
don't leave your child in a pub like David Cameron did that once.
Yeah.
Did he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he left his daughter. Oh.
He left his daughter at a pub, yeah.
What a he's a lovely man.
Lovely man.
Lovely man.
Apart from that one time he fucked a pig.
No, lovely man.
You
He got
can't
the whole
judge, you
nation
can't judge.
interested in pig fucking.
Yeah, even
He's
Black Mirror
got-
got in on it.
Oh my
Black
god.
Mirror loved
Just
it.
how,
Man.
like, it's a level, like, they're at fucking Eton. In college, and you're like, oh, go on, David, put your cock in its mouth.
When you have infinite money, you resort to fucking animals. That's the logical conclusion.
Is that where it goes? Is that really? Because you've explored every other avenue. You're like, you know what?
I don't know.
That
It
pig's
was
looking
it was like the
particularly
posh
fit.
boys club at a posh school, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Because it's
Yeah.
Eton. So and they were like the poshest
It's
boys
very
at Eton.
posh. Where it's like,
Oh,
imagine if
top
David
1%.
Cameron in a normal pub would be like, oh, I've got to use the restroom. Oh, have you got someone to hold my dick? Well, I piss all over the fucking
You've got
floor
a pig that can hold my dick.
in its mouth.
A pig that I can piss in.
This is cutting 2015
Yes.
commentary.
Well, if you made it this far, I don't know what you fucking expect, to be honest.
This week's a travesty.
It's like nearly
Don't
50
question
minutes
it.
in.
Just
Everyone's very depressed about coronavirus and how we're all having to go
I'm
home.
not depressed.
I'm not depressed. I'm just.
That's the wrong
I'm
word
sad.
to use.
I'm
I wouldn't
sad.
use-
I'm
wouldn't
probably more
use that
stressed
word.
than depressed. Like.
No,
getting
I'm
all my
I'm
shit out
sad
of the way.
because everyone's gonna fuck off home now.
Have some Moretti.
It's true, innit? It's like cutting the university year.
I'm just
early,
a little bit worried and a little bit sad because it feels like, you know, this
It's like we're just not going to see each other. Ages.
yeah, not until probably September. we'll be
September,
back.
yeah.
Might be back for a bit, but that's
Unless they do a third semester, which they might do.
maybe.
It's just going to be massively fucked
And
up
that's
whatever
just really
happens though.
sad that Johnny Boy's gone.
I just think to myself like, pay fucking like 10 grand for this. I'd
I know
rather,
they
I'd rather
couldn't
them
have
to,
foreseen
yeah, no,
this.
I'm-
and-
no,
crying
but
about the
I'd
money,
rather
but-
them be like, but don't worry, you will get this time back somewhere.
Yeah.
Some sort of guarantee
Yeah.
or something.
Other
some
people,
money
other
back,
people
I
pay just for the degree. We pay
Yeah, I mean,
to use these.
I
Yeah,
saw someone I know of Snapchat that I went to college with, and he put on his story like an email that he had. I showed you this before, where it said like, due to like the conditions on the exam, every student will now just get full marks. to
Yeah.
make it a level playing
Like,
field. It only makes it a level playing field on that course at that university.
Yeah.
Because I imagine the same courses at different unis, and it's like
Mm.
you may get some people who it may keep them on the course because they were doing so badly,
Yeah.
and now they're going to be
I-
if they get out to the industry they're going to be fucked because they'll be
Yeah,
like, you did really well on this module, why?
Mm.
Oh, yeah, 'cause
Why?
coronavirus. I didn't actually do any of the work though.
You're like, oh, great.
Corona should get.
I think well,
Could
there's a
extend the
few
degrees.
options of what they could do. They could give us the time back afterwards, which is the
Yeah.
one that I personally think
I
would be
think
best.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
nice
Then,
to-
or they could like literally just say, upload it now, and we'll mark it comparatively of where you've got up
Market
to,
with a lot of leniency. Yeah.
with a lot of leniency of where you've got up to, because
Yeah.
literally the deadline is that day. You're more than welcome to start it the night before.
Yeah,
if you
yeah,
really
yeah.
want to.
Exactly.
You
your right
shouldn't,
to,
but you
Yeah.
can. You
You
know,
can do
and there's
whatever you
nothing
want
saying that you
in
can't
that
do
sense,
that. You know,
But I feel
that's
like we're
just
gonna
on you.
Just a bit of a fool.
we're gonna end up doing a lot of janky things over the next few weeks at home to get things working so that we can do as much everything that we can to the best of our
Yeah.
ability. Like mixing a song, that's fine. We've all got plugins. Well, us three have got plugins and like headphones.
John,
and whatnot.
Boogex is free. It does everything. you
Boogex
need
is
to.
free.
All Box Tango stuff.
Imagine if you could, if it was like a standalone plugin as well. You could just run your PC's audio through it.
I think you can use
Oh, imagine.
on Windows because they're
Um,
made for Windows. I think you can get a standalone version. You
Oh
can just
fuck
You
yes.
don't need a door when you got Boogex.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna join Discord. Go.
Just fucking pyro.
Loads of distortion.
Are you right, John?
Don't run it through a cab either, because that just mellows it out and makes
Oh,
it
yeah,
not
if
as
you-
fun.
No,
Leave
it's,
the
you've got to have the
reverb and cab
harshness.
simulation on. It just makes it sound like too good. So you have to always
Ew.
drop it back and just crank the distortion.
Well, that's what you want.
Maybe a bit of mid and high. Cut out all the low ends.
That's what the
and
rappers
it's
do. They
Yeah.
love clipping. It's great.
Love
I like the sound of clipping.
just-
I think
it's
just
really
artifacts.
nice.
We came pretty close in this, you know.
What clipping?
Negative
Nah,
one
don't
point
even
six.
worry about it, mate.
Oh,
Don't-
that's plenty
don't-
of headroom.
don't-
That's at least
don't
an
scream.
entire
Do you want
dub.
to clip?
Oh God.
I can't read that.
Sorry, I started
staring
looking
at the
the
screen,
list
yeah.
again. I can't
He's
stop.
got mesmerising eyes, hasn't he?
Oh god,
He
there's
is cute.
something. Oh,
He is a
got the
fantastic boy.
moves, isn't
stop
he?
hitting that.
God, fucking groundbreaking content this week.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, sorry if you made
We'll
it
get
as
our
far.
shit
Yeah.
together
What-
eventually and stop
why
talking
have you
about
hit
that
now?
shit.
Don't worry. If you
Yeah.
stay to the end, get cleavage out. That's a little incentive for the 10 minutes.
What, you'll get
Max
your cleavage out?
left. I will.
Oh,
we-
wow, alright.
Get
Whoa.
out for the lads.
Is it?
Will
Is
you
it?
also like talk about Raid Shadow Legends while you do it?
Yeah,
Because
that's the
really
one that
gets
That's what
me.
lasts.
sells. That's what sells. People,
Yeah.
people click for the tits and then stay for the raid challenge.
Stay for the raid.
Stay for the raid.
Click for the
Stay
tits. Clickbait. We need to
They,
change our thumbnails.
you should sell that to them. Stay for the raid.
Stay for the raid. Yeah.
It's a good one.
Copyright that. That's yours.
Yeah, get that on the
By
go.
the
I'm
domain.
Change my name to Raid Shadow Legends, like Joe
Yeah,
Lycett
get
did.
get 'em
Oh yeah.
Changed his name to Hugo Boss
He's still
because
got
they're
a lot of
literally what they suing everyone that has Hugo
Boss
or
in it.
Boss in their name.
Not
For
Hugo, but
anything.
everything that was Boss. There was a Boss that was like in Wales or something. That was Boss Brewery,
And they sued
They
them.
sued them for the name or whatever.
Boss Brewery.
And it was
We
like,
should-
they're-
we-
they're making
I want a
good
Boss beer.
Well,
We,
it's
we
like
should open up a
when-
brewery called Beans Brewery.
Beans
No.
Brewery, oh my god.
Yeah, yeah.
You buy a tin and it's either got
A
a
1,000
pint
subs
or
will
beans
brew our
in
own
it.
beer.
It's like those fucking jelly beans from
Yeah.
Harry Potter where you don't know what the flavour
Every
is.
flavour
But
beans.
but every single one's
Every
just
flavour
either
bean. A different
beer
flavour
or
beans.
beans. Yeah.
Beezles.
Bean Boozled.
Bean boozled.
Boon Beazled.
Oh my
Brewery
god.
Bowie Beans. David Bowie Beans.
The beans from Mars.
So we were trying to work out what Xbox game we're all gonna play. Well, what game we're all gonna play while we're locked up inside.
We're not going to prison.
No, yeah, when we're on the inside.
We're on the inside.
No, but
Oh,
when,
just
when we're
don't
all
shout.
Shit
isolating.
son of Tetris. Mate, I don't
So it's a
know.
game
I
called
mean, we've
Tetris
got a
Friends, so
few
it's 100
contenders.
people.
We've got what? We've got Rocket League,
Rocket League, Halo, Master Chief Collection,
Minecraft,
Minecraft.
because we've got no.
We've got a Minecraft server.
Yeah, we do have a Minecraft server actually.
One day we'll probably record some of that.
Well, if we ever go back
One
to
day
it,
I'll go
So-
on it.
I'll go back
I
to
haven't
Yeah.
played it in a good few days.
I haven't played it in a
I haven't
while
had
either.
time. I've plenty of time soon.
It's not as fun as when I was 13.
No.
It's a laugh, but it is just us fucking around, not necessarily the game. Is
Well,
it?
it's
No.
because I kind of
No.
like I know everything now. Like most of the
You're not.
fun
There's no
stuff is
development.
exploring.
Sorry,
game, is
Notch.
there? Well, he's not there anymore.
No, he's not. He'd sold it and he's rich as shit. What a guy.
he's just kind of hating trans.
He does
people now.
parties and stuff. He has great
He's
parties
kind of hating
apparently.
trans people now.
Yeah.
Is he
yeah,
hating
true.
trans people?
Yeah.
What a
Yeah.
Here's you being like, oh, he throws like great
Sorry,
parties.
I didn't mean to say that,
No, I
that
saw.
word, but
You
like,
might have to.
honestly,
You might have to beep that one.
I saw the.
Nah.
I saw
I'll
a,
beep it.
like
Yeah,
Twitter
that's a
thread
bad one.
where he was like, trans women aren't women, they're men in disguise or whatever. And like fucking Honeydew from the Ozcast was like, it's my birthday and I'd really appreciate it if you just deleted your account.
Is that
Jesus.
Simon Lane?
Yeah.
Yes, I know.
Simon Lane.
What a bloke.
Oh, boy.
What a
So I
unit.
think sometimes for some colors
I remember when the channel's called
I
Blue
think
Zone.
to myself, I'm all alone now. Oh, that was like a sweep. That was
That's
that was a
nice.
sine wave
Filter
sweep. Yeah.
That's
Oh God.
Right. What are we gonna
I've
end
got
on?
inbuilt
What
EQ.
topic are we gonna end on? Have you got anything else on your beautiful little list or?
F1 season predictions, but it looks like nothing's good. There's
Lando
no
Norris will jump every sit out.
jump every fucking
Uh,
formation lap start.
I don't
There's
think.
a video of him doing that on the game. The formation lap, which is the lap where you go around, warm your tyres up, and then you get ready on the grid. And he thought it was the race, so he just started going, and he was like, "Why is everyone being so slow?"
He was like, I didn't know I was that. I knew I was at the back of the grid, but fuck. Oh.
Uh,
Everyone's not massively boiling their engines. They're just sort of poodling round. And
Oh,
getting
it was
heat
funny,
and
man. Really funny.
stuff.
I want to play that game again now.
I like what you said the other day. It's like because the F1 isn't on at the weekends, just over the weekend, play F1 2019.
Yeah.
Because
I kind of want to play FIFA as well. I want to play
Just
games
missing-
again. I'm
missing
missing
football.
games.
I
Missing
want to
football and
put
F1
some like
play
effort into a
FIFA.
big story game over this time.
Yeah.
I think. Like, a good
What you got
like.
timed?
Minecraft story
Yeah,
mode.
yeah, that's the one. No, I was thinking of like replaying.
Telltale
replaying, like,
games
New
are great,
Vegas or
but
something.
as long as you're happy with playing every 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You get to do
yeah,
one thing every 10 minutes.
Yeah,
Not
And then you
Yeah.
get 1000 G, so it's alright.
the best.
yeah.
Thought about the game
That's all you
sport.
care about, Matt.
I
The
fucking love
best
gamer
cheap
scores.
Telltale game, or the best. Like, one of my favourite games is Until Dawn,
Until Dawn's great.
and every Telltale game should follow the same format and structure in the way that it's been made. Not
I think
like
Telltale did
storyline.
it first, didn't they?
Telltale did it first, yeah.
But Until Dawn just did it
But
better.
Until Dawn.
I mean, they have a
so
high budget, so.
They had more money, yeah, and it's just they did spend years and years on it because they gave
What
you
did
all
I
the options.
play that was good recently?
Like
Untitled Goose Game.
Oh, Total Goose Game's fucking brilliant.
I was,
So
I was there when you just
adorable.
first installed it, and you're like, "Oh my god, oh my god, you can honk at things."
It's fucking brilliant. I love
it
it.
is, you can just aggressively honk at things.
You can
Oh,
honk
it
at
did look
stuff.
good.
It's so fucking good.
I think we should play a few bits of Sea of Thieves over there, because that's
Oh,
quite
yes,
fun.
I've been banging to
You hate that game, don't you? You're not a fan.
I just don't get it.
You're a cartoon pirate, and you go around and do cartoon pirate things.
Yeah, but I'm just stood
Have
here
you
on the ship,
tried-
and it's just like, well, you don't let me do anything. So
That's because you don't know how to play the game. You gotta learn.
No, you gotta have a good crew. Can't be with these cunts. Join my crew.
That's a second bleep.
John. Have you got
I
Blockjuck
mean
and
these
Blockjuck?
fools.
Fucking hell, you've got Blackjack and Hookers.
I
Or
have
Blockjuck.
one of those. You'll have to figure out which one you come
he
on
hates
board.
gambling. So
I wish.
Yeah, I think Sea of Thieves would be a good idea for us three. Them.
I had a banging crew on Sea of Thieves once because they're all developers at Blizzard for some
Oh right.
Why
How
do
the
you know
fuck
everyone?
do you know
I
everyone?
don't
Yeah,
know them. I randomly have them on
Oh,
Xbox
they were
Live.
just in your crew,
Yeah,
and
but-
you were ordering them about.
Well, no, they were ordering us about. They knew shit
Oh,
that
that's
we
fair,
didn't know. But we can't even imagine.
I can't even imagine the depths.
Can't even imagine. It's like, oh, if you run the game in debug mode, you can make the shift go 5 times as fast. It's like, can you now? That's great. As they go shooting off into the distance, and we just go.
Gamers. Gamers.
That's
Bloody
quite
hell.
impressive.
Gamers, am I right?
They don't get kicked for
Watch
cheating.
Gamers Are Awesome on YouTube. You won't regret it. It's just people doing shit in video games. It's actually quite sad.
I got lost.
It's like, oh look, he did a backflip in
I couldn't
GTA.
process
Cool.
if you were being serious or not.
Would-
I was
would-
just
No,
like,
genuinely
yeah.
not.
Would we ever push to any gaming videos? Is that a thing we push
I
for?
think it's something we could do at some
If
point.
someone wanted it, someone.
Yeah,
I'm already in, son.
if anyone's actually
Shout
watched
out
this
Peachy
to this
Piglets,
far,
my Gs.
if anyone's watched this video this far, and
If we
maybe
all
you'd
get-
like to see it,
If we all get quarantined, we'll
Probably
play
is
something and we'll try and
Yeah.
record
Do
it.
some Twitch
OBS
streams,
it.
maybe.
We could stream it on Twitch. That'd be cool.
That's easier. With your computer running.
we'll work it out. For now, you're just stuck with these podcasts.
With Mr. Carrot, two black guys, as in two guys wearing a lot of black,
Yeah.
and then just Jordan.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Sorry, that
God.
was actually quite a hard
That was
slap.
a slap.
Oh,
And rat.
Way! I hit my mic. Sorry.
That's like the fourth time in 4
Why
minutes.
does it look like it's 2 hours?
It's
It's
now
hour
the
1.
second
And then
Yeah, it's hour
two.
two.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
right.
It's weird, isn't it?
John, lead us out.
Get your tits out. and
Today's
talk.
sponsor is not Raid Shadow Legends.
Oh god, it's happening.
Oh
That's
no.
a very poor game. made
I'm
by
gonna have to
poor
censor
people.
that, please no.
Raid Shadow Legends is a bad game. It's made by greedy developers and you should download it. They just want your money. YouTubers who are sponsored by them, they should find better sponsors, but I understand that times are hard with the ads, as they currently are, and not everyone has many sponsorship deals, and sometimes Raid is the only one that's coming to you, and for that I'm sorry. Don't download Raid Shadow Legends.